The Philippines is being called Asia's rising tiger. But what exactly does it mean? Posting an average GDP growth of 6.4 in the last decade. The country has one of the fastest growing economies in the world, expanding at a rate unseen in the last 5 decades. The good news is, it's just getting started. The better news is, that we have designed a brand new city to be the nucleus of this economic renaissance. Less than 1 hour from the capital, Manila, straddled by hills, and blessed with tropical climate all year long. We are building the cities of the future. A landmark development twice the size of Manhattan. Originally developed by the Americans, for its secure strategic location in Asia Pacific, Clark is being transformed into a disaster-resilient metropolis that will be competitive and attractive to a global market. It will consist of 4 main districts. The Clark Freeport Zone, an existing mixed-use complex established in the 90s. Clark Global City, which will serve as the primary business district. And New Clark City, which will house satellite government offices, and a first-class sport village. Center to all of this, is Clark International Airport, which currently expanded to accommodate up to 110 million passengers a year. This ensures that travel will be comfortable, while trade is seamless. A city unmatched in connectivity, with access to world-class highways, and the service of Manila-Clark Railways, that will turn the 2 hours drive from Clark to capital Manila into a 55-minute commute, connecting north to south, and east to west, across surrounding seas, and over oceans. Today, we will feature the Underdevelopment 3 District in Clark. Clark International Airport Expansion Project including the Airport City, New Clark City, and Clark Global City. The most ambitious project of urban development outside Manila is the conversion of 9,450 hectares property in Clark, into New Clark City. Envisioned to become the newest economic hub of Asia, as the Philippines is advancing to have a sustainable cities. As a modern masterplan development, creating a premier destination in the country. A sustainable city to live, work, learn, and play. Putting Philippines at par of urban development in global stage. To develop the city of the future, the Philippine government topped world-class planners, and came up with this beautiful design, that works within the natural landscape and flat grounds. With the partnership with Join and AECOM, the largest and the most experienced urban planner in the world. New Clark City will be the city of the future. The proposed metropolis, located 100 kilometers north of Manila, with plans to cover 9,450 hectares, it will be bigger than Manhattan, and could accommodate as many as 1.2 million people. Out of 9,450 hectares of the city, only 3,500 hectares will be developed, leaving the rest for green and open spaces, making it a green city. The new Manila-Clark Railway will enter New Clark City through a state-of-the-art transit hub that will provide residences and visitors an efficient way to commute around New Clark City, giving a multiple option from buses to bikes, and even driverless cars. The city will be also accessible through major expressways such as S-Lex, SC-Tex, and C-Lex connecting MacArthur Highway. Clark International Airport, and Subic Freeport will serve as the major gateway for aviation and maritime industries. The development is not a flood-prone area, with its minimum elevation being at 54 meters above sea level, and its planned Central Park also serves as a flood catchment basin. Mountain ranges, surrounding the development with both geographical features, providing New Clark City a natural protection from typhoons. P-Books has assessed the area to be relatively less prone to earthquakes. New Clark City districts. The city layout features lots of open spaces where small parks offer opportunities for recreation, socialization, or solitude. The city also designed to have wide walkways and bike lanes through contiguous neighborhoods in this open space network. The city features residential block caters to people from all walks of life. The rich variety of housing options, concretizing the city's vision of a mixed community, living in harmony. The Central Park, city's main commercial center, houses the New Clark City's iconic commercial buildings, where banks, malls and a rich variety of businesses were located, which offer a complete range of goods and services. Also in the vicinity are hospitals, government offices, churches, theaters, museums, libraries and community centers. The city's Innovation District, where diverse institutions will devise industrial solutions, as well as responses to major concerns like climate change and natural disasters. It will feature an educational institution, led by the University of the Philippines and Technological University of the Philippines. The Civic Center will house key government offices, a world's-class convention and cultural center and sprawling parks. Meanwhile, the industrial hub will cater innovative agricultural and manufacturing enterprises. Nearby agricultural production centers ensure not just abundant food supply, but rich resources for modern agribusiness as well. 200-hectare food terminals, similar to the International Food Terminal in Paris. It will be a food logistic hub for the country and for the region. As a smart metropolis, New Clark City features wide and diverse applications of technology for the benefit of the community. The city will be powered by renewable energy and will provide quality power at competitive prices. Finally, a high-speed fiber optic network will make New Clark City a truly connected metropolis that will provide internet connectivity comparable to Singapore and Japan, making everything from automated maintenance to integrating the artificial intelligence throughout the city. While the Philinvest New Clark City already groundbreaks its 288-hectare master plan community, gearing up to be a smart metropolis that fuses ecology, technology, and architecture into one innovative community. The Eco-Tech-Tur philosophy of Philinvest New Clark City pushes design and functionality to a higher standard, raising the benchmark of central business districts in the Philippines. This is what New Clark City will bring, a city where you could live better and work better. A city comparable to best and most livable in the world. Clark Global City. Clark Global City is a state-of-the-art, 177-hectare master-planned, mixed-use business center of excellence in Clark, Pampanga. Developed for smart, safe and sustainable development. The city is master-planned for turnkey properties including premium and Grade E office buildings, upmarket retail outlets, contemporary academic centers, sports centers, an urban park, iconic tower and modern support services and amenities that offers the perfect blend of prime real estate and facilities. Clark Global City, the next central business district in the Philippines, is built on accessibility, disaster resiliency, and business center for excellence. Clark Global City is a unique, mixed-use real estate investment opportunity, allowing selective investors to participate in the growth of a world-class city development within the Clark Freeport Zone. It visualizes to build a city that is not just good to visit, but also a good place to work and live, where international companies and local top-tier companies can move their offices. Surrounded with world-class transport-oriented hubs, branded with place-making. A walkable city that provide optional mobility for pedestrians. A city that will create a neighborhood concept for mixed-use development, premium office spaces, high-class retail spaces, residential block that caters to people from all walks of life, and cultural development. As Clark, the leading gateway to the Philippines, and one of the fastest-growing investment-grade economies in Asia. It is a city built as living proof that business in this part of the world is not only easy, but simply better. With enhanced ease of doing business, lower taxes, 100% foreign-owned equities, and endless investment opportunities. This is a city prepared to attract talent, so that the country's best and brightest will come here to work and choose to call this place home. Because this is a city that knows how to play, where you can unwind at your own speed, where safety is paramount, and people always come first. This is a city where history and culture thrive. This is a city with limitless ambition that may someday find itself among the great cities of the world. Built for business so that time is always well spent. And built for people so that life is always well lived. This is Clark. Topping the airport development of the Philippines. As the center of the developments in Clark Special Economic Zone. The Philippine government expanded Clark International Airport to accommodate up to 110 million passengers a year, to becoming the next premier gateway of Asia. The newly completed Terminal 2 of Clark International Airport is now ready to serve its international and domestic passengers. It will mark a milestone in Philippines' aviation industries, as it will increase the overall levels in logistics capacity, technology, and total airport service offerings, not just in central Luzon and Greater Manila area, but also in the whole Philippines. Envisioned to be one of the biggest aviation complexes in Asia, the newly completed terminal building will feature a world-class and cutting-edge airport technology. These includes contactless baggage handling counter, contactless passenger check-in and check-out facilities, electronic immigration system, and contactless ordering system in restaurants. Another first in Philippines airport facilities, the new terminal will feature a Heroes Lounge, intended to provide a comfortable place for free by the members of uniformed personnel and overseas Filipino workers, the Filipinos' modern heroes. The new passenger terminal building now can accommodate up to 8 million passengers on its opening year, making the airport capacity up to 12.2 million annually, almost tripling the airport's current capacity of 4.2 million. The Phase 2 of the project consists of the second terminal building, which can accommodate up to 22 million passengers with an additional runway. Phase 3 project completions can accommodate up to 80 million annual passengers with completion of the third runway. 4 new terminals are expected to be completed and all will be fully operational by 2025. Upon completion, these 4 terminals will boost Clark's passenger capacity to more than 110 million annually. This is the Clark International Airport new terminal building. Introducing the new airport arrival corridor. Passengers are greeted with a refreshing air of grays and creams at the arrival corridor leading up to immigration. At the baggage reclaim area, passengers are treated with a ceiling design that mimics the jagged stone walling of majestic caves found in central Luzon. Passengers will be able to easily decipher international boarding gates from domestic boarding gates. A vibrant green dominates the international boarding gates, while a serene blue does the same for domestic. The blue refers to the waters of Manila Bay where the area faces, while the green represents the landscape of Mount Orion. Star Lantern, undoubtedly a Pampangano, with rhythmic display of colors are hanging fixtures in the central airside retail area. The kaleidoscope-like colors are symbols of family merriment and meaningful moments. In the check-in area, earth tones and the central color of soft gray grace the terminal floors and pillars in the check-in hall. Cool and soothing, accents of green and blue are thrown in to emulate the province's abundant greenery, and Mount Pinatubo's crater lake, respectively. While the roof ceiling design represents a series of glorious peaks that greet travelers as they approach the province of Pampanga. These peaks of Mount Orion and the Zambales Mountains ranges stand as natural guards of the province and the people from weather disturbance. The airport is also being groomed to become one of the country's first Aerotropolis, or a community that features a world-class airport that's surrounded by business clusters and residential developments. The Aerotropolis will be built surrounding the airport with an area of 800 hectares. Clark Freeport Zone is envisioned to be a modern sustainable aerotropolis. This modern city will encourage positive attitudes toward work and leisure, and will provide a conducive environment for businesses and investments to flourish. It is planned to become the highly awaited aerotropolis, or airport-driven city and smart city, in the country. As a potential alternative to Metro Manila, the proposed Clark Freeport Zone will become a city that is a combination of a business center, industrial estate, residential community and leisure destination. It will be divided into 7 districts, which includes the planned Clark Global City as designated District 2, the Southern Gateway District. With its strategic location which is adjacent to the newly constructed New Clark City. The development will also be connected to the upcoming Metro Manila Clark Railway (NSCR) and the well-connected and frequent BRT services, looping around in the 7 districts. The Northern Gateway District is a transit-driven development and a strategic location for the Grand Central Station, an intermodal transport terminal for train and bus routes. This is the proposed main interchange linking the Clark Freeport Zone to the International Airport, Pampanga Megalopolis and Metro Manila. More than 1.5 million square meters of parks and open spaces. The lungs of the city are allotted for the 7 districts, promoting a good balance between nature and the built environment. Furthermore, the plan provides pedestrian-friendly, bikeable, and well-landscaped streets and elevated pedestrian walkways, shifting the design away from car-centric developments to promote active and public transport modes. The airport is connected via major expressways such as NLEX, SC-TEX, CLEX, MacArthur Highway, and to the new Airport Expressway of North-South Commuter Railway. Envisioned to be Asia's next premier gateway, which will help foster economic growth. This is indeed a testament of the government's goal in making Clark as the next premier metropolis of Asia, and putting Philippines one step closer to progress and prosperity.